Patricia, you're welcome. Jules, you're welcome. Let's share the Debbie Ewery, you're welcome. Let me share the live from here and make sure that everything is working. The volumes, settings, you're all welcome. I'm streaming on my 3 platforms at this point. Everyone is welcome to that. Let me share from here. Share the videos and let's go ahead and do something for the day. Good morning. If you're joining me for the first time, you're highly welcome. My name is Grace Lowen from GraceLawendhair. Nina Riatel to Grace Lowen. Thank you so much. And God bless you. Nancy, you're welcome. Let's share the video. Thank you so much, Coco B, for liking the video. Thank you so much. You know the rule. When you just come into the class, you know what to do to help us so that we'll not get restricted. Today, if you're joining me for the first time, today we're going to be doing 5 different methods of how we can install braid. Normally, it's supposed to be 9, but I reduced it to 4 so that we can be able to understand and catch up things. So we pick each and every time one of the method, add it to the day, learn it. The next day we'll do other ones. So today we'll be learning one method from the rubber band method, which is the friendly beginners method. Most people will be asking, what are we doing here? We do braids. And braids is a creative, it's a skills and a creative art that braiders uses hair to showcase their artistic skill. We use our own hair to showcase artistic skill, while the painters use the brush and paint to showcase their own artistic skill. For the braiders, we use hair. So now, today we're going to do first method, the crochet pin method from the rubber band method. Then we'll do 3 methods from the natural and traditional method. Then we'll do the crochet, we'll do the knotless braid. If I have enough time, I'm going to take you on the bow hook braid, but if not, we'll do it on the next class. So before we start, we're going to be using this mannequin for training today. The reason is that this one that we had before, look at what I created with this. I've sent a video in case you want to know how to do this bridal look with your braids. I did it, then I sent the video. That's the hair we've been using for our practicals. So I said, no, I am available for this week. Boo! Thank you so much, Nina Sheila. Send me a friend request. Okay, I have to think how to do that. You want to come out? Okay, when we finish, I'm going to send you. Just stay tuned, Nina. I'm going to send you when we finish, because if I send it now, it's going to be blocking the chats. Welcome. Followed. Go and watch the video how I did this. I just sent the video down, how beautiful it is. Like a bridal look. So now let's go ahead. So you can do a lot of things with braids. This is the braids we've been using for our practical online. We fully braided this hair. I said, what am I going to take this hair off just like that? Let me do something about this hair. So I started creating this on the hair and it looks nice. So if you want to know how I did this, the video I just sent it there is a bridal look. If you do it on you can do it on different color of your braids hair. It's going to look nice when you're having your traditional weddings, when you're having your birthday, when you're having your parties. It's a nice look. So now let's go on. The first method we're going to do today, if you're joining us, thank you everyone for joining. Thank you so much, TikTok. Thank you so much, YouTube. Thank you so much, Facebook. I'm screening on my 3 platform. If you know you have not followed me on those platforms, please go ahead and do that, because sometimes I'll just appear on only YouTube. Sometimes I'll appear on TikTok. Sometimes I'll just appear on Facebook. You just see me. So if you follow me on all my platforms, anytime I'm here, you'll be able to see me. So now let's go ahead. The extension we're going to be using today is this one. We're going to be using this extension. Let's use this extension. But the first method we'll do is the rubber band method. We have 3 methods from the rubber band method, but I'm going to choose only one today. I don't want to be doing 3 of them at the same time. Hello, Mangono. How are you? Pradeep Kumar, hi. Consent Solution, say hi. Thank you so much. Hello, Robert Henley said hi. Mangono, stay tuned. Thank you so much for coming. So now let's go ahead. I think I've done enough. Who again? Kasimole, Imani, Dani, Pinky, Mrs. Brown, Robot, you're welcome. Kim, Rita, please let's share the videos and let's go ahead and start our class today. So now this is the extension we're going to use. This one have been prepped already. Normally in this class we teach how to prep extensions, but today we're not doing that class. Where do I place this? Let me put this one so that you guys will be seeing it at the back of the class. Let's put this one there so that everybody will be watching it. I've sent the video. If you want to have a look on how to do it, go ahead and just watch it. I will send a full video of that, about 4 minutes plus, but I only did half of the video. So this is the extension in a bundle. Then the next step we're going to do, because this is not our normal hair mannequin for taking the hair, is this other one, but we're going to use this one today. So let's go ahead and use this for our training today. I'm going to be starting from the side. I'm going to be taking the hair from the side, because at the back I already did the boho braid. I hope you can see this. It's so hot here. 1 minute, everyone, please. Very, very hot in this room. Jesus, please come on. Let me open the windows. The air. I need air. Oh, no. Okay, sorry about that. It's so hot in this room. So I just say because of the light that is facing me. I hope everybody can see this. Let's set the camera very well for everyone to see. If you know you have your mannequins and everything to practice, you go ahead. Let's put that one there. Everybody can see it here, right? Okay. So the first method we're going to do is the rubber band method, but I'm going to show you just one of it. We're going to do one, then we'll move into natural and traditional method of adding extension into our braids. So now let's go ahead, hold it with your clip. This is my clip. I have my clips. Hold it. Let's highlight the hair from here. Okay, now the first method is this. Comb this. This hair is so nice. This hair mannequin is really soft and nice. Can everybody see it? We'll go ahead and just comb it. So when you comb it, the next thing we need on this is we have the rubber band. Can everybody see it? This is the rubber band we're going to use for this today. So I'm only going to show you one method, which is number one for today, the crochet pin. Rubber band method with the crochet pin. So the last time we met, we did no rubber band, no crochet. So now you're supposed to be using one rubber band to hold on to this hair. But at the end of the day, most of this rubber band, they get snapped. We don't want it to get snapped while we're doing our practical, so I double it. So if you want to use that method of doubling, go ahead and do it. Look at it. And this first method we're doing is so friendly method to the new beginners that have not braided before. If you know you're here, you have not braided before, absolutely okay. This will be good for you. So let's go ahead. This is the hair. The next step you're going to do after highlighting your hair, always make sure you comb the hair. You go ahead and comb this. This one is simple to comb because it's not tangled. You take your rubber band, hold on to this hair. So this method is the rubber band method with the crochet pin. I have 3 methods I teach as the rubber band method, but we do each method each time we meet in the class now. I don't want to be doing all at the same time. So when we finish this method, I'm going to move into natural and traditional method. I'm going to do the 3 methods, the techniques of installing natural and traditional method. We're going to do the 3 because I want us to be getting used to the natural and traditional method of how to install the hair. Please, let's go ahead and tap this. I'm not seeing any tap on TikTok. Go ahead and tap, share the videos. As you're coming in, go ahead, tap and share the videos. It's a normal thing. And support the videos and the live as much as you can. Thank you so much and God bless you for that. So the next step we're going to take, this is our crochet pin. If you're seeing the crochet pin for the first time, this is how it looks. When you're buying yours, don't buy the one. You have to buy the one that have this closure. Look at it. The lash like this, when you open it, you close it. If you buy the one that doesn't have it, you can't use it to do this method. So you go ahead, get the one that have this open and you can close it. Now that we have secured this hair with the rubber band, the next step we're going to take on this hair is to take your crochet pin, insert the hair from the top. Look at it. You insert it from the top. We have other methods for rubber band, but this one is one of it. I'm going to do only this one today. Then we'll move into natural and traditional. And now this is the hair we're going to be working with today. Is a gold mixed with just brown and gold. So now this is the bundle of the hair. We are going to be using a medium extension to be doing this. So let me go ahead and grab this. For me, this is my own medium. I'll add a little bit to it. Your medium, my medium might not be your medium. My medium might not be your medium. If I choose this to be my medium, yours might be slightly bigger than this. It's absolutely okay. But this is what I have as my medium. I'm going to be splitting this hair into two. Splitting it into ratio 2:1, meaning that the one I have on my right hand should be 2 times the one I have on my left hand. What are we going to do with this one we have on the left hand? Take it and just put it on one side. If you're joining me for the first time, you're highly welcome to this class. What we do on this class, I teach you methods of how you can install your extension into your natural hair to get your braids. So now, this is it. You're going ahead using your thumb and your index finger to form a loop. Look at it. Can you see how you are forming this loop? You form a loop. This method are beginner friendly. There are other methods related to this. You go ahead and put this hair there. Use the lash to close it. So when you close it, you pull. When you pull this hair out, the only thing before you pull it, let's hold this one with a clip. If you know that this hair is disturbing us, that is how we need to have a clip. Hold it with a clip until you sort it out. So now, this is it. Hold it with your left hand, then you go ahead and pull with your right hand. I'm going to be pulling this hair with my right hand. When I pull this hair with the right hand, it's going to look this way. You measure it to the point that they are on the same length. What are you going to do next? Because we have used the crochet pin to install this hair, it has loosened this hair a little bit. We will now go ahead and split this hair into two and pull it on both sides. Not too tight, because the more you pull this hair on both sides, the tighter the hair becomes. Thank you so much if you're just joining. Share the videos and like the videos and support the video as much as you can. So now this is almost ready for us to braid. If you have not braided hair before, you can use this method. I do 3 of the methods, but we are doing 1 today, so that by the time we do a repeat, you'll be able to know this method very well. Instead of doing 3 at the same time, at the end of the day, you're confused which one is which. So we are doing 1 each time we come to the class, then you ask me to repeat if you didn't understand it. So the next step we're going to do, grab the other hair that is 2 times bigger, right? Then you go ahead and start braiding this hair. So now let's go ahead and braid this hair. I hope everybody can see it. I open the window as well for it to be clear. So you now go ahead, hold this hair. This is my left hand. That's my left hand. You now go ahead and hold this hair with your left hand, thumb and index finger. Take this one that is 2 times bigger, place it on top of it, hold it as well with your thumb and index finger. When we are doing the rubber band method, the natural hair tends to be in the middle, which is okay at this point. When we get used to braiding as a new beginner, we can at that point begin to split our natural hair into other extensions. Now let's go ahead and braid this hair. If you're a right-handed person, you have to start with your right hand. If you're a left-handed person, start with the left hand strand. So because I'm a right-handed person, I'm going to start with my right hand. From my right hand, bring it into the left, in. Most people don't know how to do the braid of in. Into the left, then you go ahead and hold this hair. Secure it with your thumb and index finger on your right hand. Take this one with your left hand, bring it into the right. Can you see? Very, very simple method of how to braid. You see how it is? This method is simple. Even if it's your first time of braiding hair, use this method, you're going to get it. So now, what are we going to do at this point? As a beginner, my own advice is that I don't want you to start splitting it, because if I tell you to split this hair as a new beginner, this hair is going to unravel. So just go ahead, take your extension, cover this natural hair that you're seeing in the middle. Go ahead and start braiding your hair. Go ahead and start braiding. Can everybody see it? You braid this hair. I'm going to show you the final result of this hair. So with this method is a rubber band method, but it's a beginner friendly method of how you can get into braiding. Simple method of how you can get into braiding. Let's move this hair to one side so that I can be able to braid this hair down. Then I'll show you the result of it. So, but then if you know you find it very difficult to do the natural and traditional method, you're going to get it online, because I'm going to show the 3 methods so that we can start getting used to that natural and traditional methods. So every time you come to the class, we're going to learn one method of the new beginner's method to install the extensions, which is this. Can everybody see it? Look at it. Can you see it? Even if you're just first time of learning, let's share the video, like the video. Look at everybody's quiet. It's like I'm going to put the TikTok off now because everybody's just there. Put your hands on the distance and tap, 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 please. If you know you want me to be in the class, do that. Support and where I'm here. Just go ahead and tap. Normally, you just come to the class and be watching. You don't want to support anyway. So this is the braid, as you can see it. Can everybody see it? Right. So at the end of the day, this is the first method. The what we are going to do next is that we are going to do the natural and traditional method. I'm going to show you 3 good methods of how you can install your braids. Right? So if you know you can install that braid with that 3 methods, you can choose one from the method. After learning the method, choose one from the method. Continue to braid. The more you braid, the better you become in braiding. That is how it is. So let's go ahead and do the next one, natural and traditional method. This is for today's class. This is our number 1. If you want me to repeat this number 1, please have it in mind. When I finish the 5 different methods and techniques I'm going to show you, ask me on the comment section, Grace, can you kindly repeat this number 1 because I didn't get it. I will now repeat. But at this point, we are going to do the remaining 4 methods. Then we'll see which one we are going to repeat. Then the next class we'll take up another technique. That's how we're going to be working with this method now for a better understanding. We want us to be able to understand and braid at the same time. So now the next method we are going to do is natural and traditional method. I'm going to be highlighting this hair. When I highlight the hair, natural and traditional method, then at the end of the day, the first method is the wrapping round method, which most professional, that is what they use in doing hair. Most professional, when you see them, that is what they use in doing hair. You think, oh, this is really difficult. How can I do? No, it's not difficult. Just watch me as I do it. You're going to get it straight. So let's go ahead. Now, this is the extension. We'll pick our extension. The next step you're going to do, pick your extension, which is this size. This is my medium. I'm going to be having this medium. So you go ahead and split this hair into ratio 2:1. Ratio 2:1 means that the one I have on my right hand should be 2 times the one I have on my left hand. Now that we are doing the natural method, I'm going to explain the reason why we have ratio 2:1. Look at it here. When you split this one into 2, look at it. When you split it into 2, you're going to find out that, look at it. We have 2 on this side, then we have 1 on this side. That is ratio 2:1. Hi, nice knowledge, Grace. Thank you so much, Onika Smith. Thank you for joining. God bless you all. So now, what are we going to do? We're going to take the smaller parts of this hair, cross it to the bigger parts. You see? Now, when we did the first rubber band method, we didn't cross it because we used the crochet pin to do that method. But now, this one, natural and traditional method, we just cross it. When you see me crossing this method, you're going to be holding this way. Look at it. Hold it this way. Now that, let me move this hair so that I can be able to position myself very well. So you're going to go with your left hand. This is my left hand. Take your left hand, hold onto your natural hair. When you hold onto your natural hair, you're going to take this hair in the middle, place it right here, hold it with your thumb and your index finger. Let me move this thing right. Hold it with your thumb and your, this is the natural hair, this is the small part of the extension. Hold it with your natural hair and thumb and index finger here. Then you now take this one, go ahead and wrap it. Most people say you wrap it round. Some people said you plait it. Like me, I said I plait it. That's the first one. You do the second one. When you do the second one, that's enough. Bring it and put it there. You can now split this one. Open this on your palm. Split this one, the natural hair. Start braiding this hair. Look at it. You see how simple this method is as well? Very, very simple. And now, because we call this natural and traditional method, look at this hair. We're going to make sure that all the extensions have the natural hair. Let's split some of the extension into this natural hair. Let's split it to this one. Then we can now start braiding our hair. So when you start braiding, make sure now, I'm using a color now that is similar. I'm using a color that is similar to this extension, because we've already known how to hide our extension. Look at my natural hair. That is the reason why I always want to use a color that will differentiate the natural hair from the extension. Look at our natural hair. There's the extension. We have to tuck in the natural hair. So what are you going to do? Take this one extension, go ahead and cover your natural hair. That means tucking your natural hair in, because we don't want to be seeing it. You now go ahead and start braiding. All it does is that it will make your braid look very, very neat and more professional. And that braid will last longer because your natural hair will not be popping up on the hair all the time. Do you understand it? So now let's go ahead and begin to braid the hair. Let's go ahead and begin to braid the hair. Then I'm going to show you the result of this. This is the first method related to the natural and traditional method. If you're seeing me for the first time and you've not followed the account, please go ahead and follow the account, because we come all the time in the evenings, 5 to 7, and in the afternoon, 12 to 2 p.m. UK time, to teach you 5 different methods of how you can get to it. It's 9 methods, but we split it into 5 for a better understanding. So now I'm going to show you. Look at this method. Let's bring this comb. I don't want this hair to be blocking us. Look at it. The first method we used was the rubber band method using the crochet pin, which is number 1 to this method. Please have it in mind. If you have any question, I'm going to repeat it. Definitely going to repeat it. Then the second method is the natural and traditional method, where you wrap the hair around. Can everybody see it? Very secured and firm. You wrap it around, very secured, most professional. This is what they use in doing their hair. So now we'll move to the next one. Can everybody see it? How to install your extension to your natural hair. We're going to be doing 5. And the last one, the 5th one we're going to do here, is a knotless braid. For those of us that want to learn knotless braid, I'm going to show you how you can install the knotless braid. This is the second one, natural and traditional method. Then we'll have to go to the next one. The next one would have to be the natural and traditional method, which is two-strand method. If you have heard of that before, two-strand method. So the two-strand method is that the natural hair will be the top strand of it. Thank you so much, Yasmin, Dawood, Muscat Joe. Thank you so much. Please, if you have not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. If you have not followed the account, go ahead and follow the account so I can get notification when I'm live. You'll be able to come and learn something very, very important. So now we are going to comb the hair. Make sure you comb the hair. This hair, this mannequin is so nice. Look at the hair, very soft and nice. It's not giving problem at all to comb it. But make sure you comb it, even if you're doing hair. That is part of the rules when you're doing hair. Make sure you comb it. Don't install extension into a hair that you're not properly combed or detangled. No, because you're going to lose your hair. We don't want to lose our hair when you're doing. Braid is a protective style. Braid is a protective style. All you will notice, if you do it in the right way, you're going to notice that you have undergrowth under the hair. That undergrowth means that your hair have increased in size. You're having your hair growing. Instead of you installing hair on the hair that is not combed, when you're taking it out, you start losing your hair. No. It's a no. So now let's go ahead and do this third method. The third method, which is this two strands method. I'm going to be having this bundle. Look at the way I'm holding the bundle of extension. Most people, they are new beginners. They don't know how to take extension when they have it in bundle like this. You know what you're going to do? Before you start it as a new beginner, make sure that you split your extension, put it on a rack or the handle of a chair. Make sure you split those extensions. Then you start and split the hair that you're going to work with, then you start as a new beginner. Because this class we're teaching is a beginner-friendly class. The main purpose of being here is for beginners, for those that want to learn further, and for those that want to master some styles. That is the reason why. So if you hear me going, good afternoon, Susu, how are you? Please, let's go ahead, share the video, tap on the videos. God bless you for doing that. Let's give cheers to everybody supporting this time. So now, we have it in bundle because I'm used to getting the extension. The reason why I say that is that we need our extensions to be more uniformed. Do you see the way I'm grabbing my extension? When you see it, the sizes are more uniform. If you want to do that as a beginner and you find it very, very difficult to take it the way I'm taking it, section it first. You take one of it, you know the size. Oh, I'm taking the second one. I'm just giving you instance of how you can do it to be able to understand it better. You just go ahead and look the second one, you place it there, either on the rack. You find out that they are equal, then you can now start braiding your hair so that you can find out that your extensions are giving you the same size when you braid it. So now let's go ahead. Now, if you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome to the class. So today we're doing the two-strand method. We're doing natural and traditional method of how you can install your extension, which the two-strand method is part of it. So now, the two-strand method, we are not going to split this hair. When I did this other method, I splitted the hair into ratio 2:1, right? But when we're doing this other method, I'm not going to split the hair. We're just going to leave it this way. In the process of having this hair done, we're going to split the extension into this natural hair. Let me show you. There's no point talking too much. Now, I'm going to equate this. Go ahead and equate this to the same length. So when you equate this to the same length, I'll make sure that everybody see what I'm doing. When you equate this to the same length, you now go ahead and position yourself very well. This is the hair that we are going to be working with. Let me make sure that I'm having it. So when you have this hair, you're going to normally, when people are doing the two-strand method, they do this way, if you observe. But I don't want to show you that method now because I want you to do a simple method that will just make you get into this braiding. So you hold this hair with your thumb and index finger. Thumb and index finger. After holding the hair with your thumb and index finger, go ahead and take this extension. Place it here in the middle. Hold it with your thumb and index finger. Simple way of having your braids done. So now, because you have it this way, if you're a right-handed person, you're going to start using this one. Then if you're a left-handed person, start with this one. Because I'm a right-handed person, I'm going to take this one first. From my right hand, I bring it into the left. Look at it. When you bring it into the left, grab your normal natural hair, pull it to one side, hold it with your thumb and index finger on your right hand. Take the other strand of it, bring it into the right. Look at it. You started braiding the hair already. Can you see it? At this point, what you notice that we are now going to continue to use this natural hair to be braiding. That is why they call it two-strand method. When you came to this point, you're going to now split this hair. Take the extension that you're supposed to split before. Most people, they like this method. I'm just showing it because when we show all this method, out of the 5 methods, please choose one of the method that is friendly to you. You must have one that when you practice it, you love that method so much that, oh, I'm used to this. Go ahead and start using that one method and be braiding. Take this other one, bring it, give it to this one. Because now we are still going to split this our natural hair into other extensions. Let's go ahead and braid this at this point. You go ahead and start braiding this point. Most people love this method, but if you're the type that love this method, that's how you can do it. And now we have our natural hair. This is our natural hair. We're going to take some of the natural hair, give it to this other strand. Look at it. There. One. Because today the color that we are using is very, very similar to the extension. That is very, very closely. So you take the other one, split it, and start braiding. But then make sure that your extensions are always covering your natural hair. At this point, we are using an extension that is similar to the hair. You will not notice whether it's covering it or not. That is the reason why I said when we are learning, for you to learn how to tuck in the extension, your natural hair very well, you need to use a color that is slightly different to each other. So let's go ahead and braid this, and I'm going to show you the result of this. Let's quickly braid this. If you're joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome to the class. Now we are going to go ahead and do this. Let me finish braiding this and I'll show you the result of this. This method I'm using is part of the natural and traditional method, but the two-strand method. Natural and traditional method, but it's the two-strand method. So let's go ahead and braid it quickly. Then I'll show you the result of this. How lovely these braids are. I'm not going to finish. Let me do it a bit. I don't want it to unravel. Let's do it a little bit. Then I cannot show you. Okay, now look at it. The first method is the rubber band method. The second method is the natural and traditional method, wrapping it round. This third method is the two-strand method. They are all secured. Which of the method you think is your best method? Go ahead and use one. Practice them. Find out the best method for you, then you can go ahead and start using them. So we'll move to the number 4. This is 1, 2, 3. Note the numbers. If you want me to repeat any, you're going to tell me on the comment section, oh, I want you to repeat this. So we have done the first method, which is the rubber band method using the crochet pin. For most of us that we are not here when we did it. Then the second one is the wrapping round method, using of natural and traditional method, and this third one is the two-strand method. So the fourth one we are going to do now is the natural and traditional method, the one that you can hold your extension on one hand, the most used method and the most complicated method for the new beginners. Most beginners, they find it very difficult to insert the hair from the roots. I'm learning mine come out very quick. Okay, oh, that's fine. Thank you so much. It came out very quick. Okay, that's fine. So now let's go ahead and split this. So when we take this one, I'm going to be highlighting this hair. Take it from there. Use your clip. You always have your clip. Even if you're learning, get your clip as well to make sure that you hold on to this one. So the next step you're going to do, go ahead and comb this. So when you comb this, you're going to get the extension. When you get this, oh, thank you so much. Ifabuchi is here. You're welcome. How are you, Ifabuchi? He said, invite Ifabuchi. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Tap, 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 tap. Share the videos and tap the videos. Share the videos. If you have not followed the account yet, please go ahead and follow. If you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you, ma. How are you? Hi, it's the family and everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Please, let's go ahead and tap, tap, tap and share the video. Thank you so much for coming. So now, let's go ahead and do the next one. The next method is the natural and traditional method, whereby you can hold most used method. This is the most used method. For me, most people, this is the extension. We're going to split it into ratio 2:1. Can we understand it? Split the extension into ratio 2:1, which is this way. We're going to cross it at this point. I'm fine, and you? I'm very fine. Thank you so much, Ifabuchi, for asking. I'm doing great. So now take this one and cross it to each other. Look at it. Take the smaller part of it, cross it to the other part. So when you cross it to the other part, this is what you're going to get. So when you check this extension, the two smaller ones, when you put them together, it's going to equate you the two bigger ones. Can you see it? The reason we do this is that when you're braiding, your braid is going to look more even. Because if one side of extension is smaller, it's going to outweigh the other part of the extension, making your braids not even. We don't want it to be like that. So we want our braids to be even. So we'll now go ahead, take this one. I'm going to be holding this extension. When most people do this method, what they do is that they place it like this and go to the hair and start braiding. It works for them. If you know you are used to that method, thank you so much for liking the video, and God bless you, Fabuchi. God bless you for that. So now I'm going to be holding the extension on one hand. This is my thumb. That's my index finger. This is the middle finger. This is the ring finger. This is the little and pinky finger. Do you know the reason why I'm mentioning all those fingers? Because we use fingers to do our hair. And now you hear me saying, oh, I'm holding it with my thumb and my index finger, which is these two hands. Thumb and index finger play vital role when you're doing braids, when you're doing hair. In fact, they play a big vital role. Because at the end of the day, these two hands you're seeing now, they play real vital. Good evening, how are you? Where are you from? I'm from Nigeria. I live in the UK, Manchester to be precise. So now you're going to hold this thumb and index finger, hold it with your right hand. Thumb and index finger on your left hand, hold the other strand. This other strand, put it here and make it firm. For me, I'm going to hold this extension. But if you want to learn how to hold your extension on one hand, that is what I'm explaining. It's quite easy for me. That is the method I use. And that's the method I'm coming here to teach you, because I'm not going to teach you method I'm not using. This one works for me, so I'm going to teach you. So now you're holding it this way. Take your middle finger. This is the middle finger from the right hand. Place it here. Then you turn this your right hand. Then bringing your index finger out. Can you see it? When you hold it, I'm holding it on my one hand, and look at this one falling on top of my index finger is the first extension we're going to pick while we're doing this method. This is the most used method, and this is the method people find difficult. They'll say, oh, when I see the root is not secured enough. Watch me as I do this. Just watch my hands intently. You're going to find out where the mistake of most people are, because they are not holding it firmly. You hold it firmly, press it down, but not too tight. You're going to get it. Okay, now let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to pull this hair this way so that I can be able to see it. Now, this is the extension. You're going to, I'm holding the extension already. Don't let go of your extension. See my thumb here and my index finger on my right hand. Slightly open it a little bit, slightly. Just hold on, use it to hold on to this part of the hair. So when you use it to hold onto the part of the hair, take your left hand, this is your right hand, split this hair because we're going to section this hair into 3. When you split this part of it, hold on to it. The next step you're going to do, grab this extension. See, move this extension that is lying on your index finger on your right hand. Bring it to this side. Bring it to this side. So when you bring it to this side, take your index finger now on your left hand, put it in between the hair and the extension. Can you see it? Now you release your hands. When you release that hand, you now, if you this, because this thing is facing, hello man, this thing is facing the front. So now you're not going to take your hand and you watch it, take it this way, look at it, separate it, then you start braiding this hair. At this point, make sure that that hand is firm but not too tight. Make sure that, look at it, make sure it's firm at that point. Look at it. When you braid it to be firm this way, not too tight, you braid it like about 2 or 3. When you braid it about 2 or 3, you're not going to flip this hand. Do this. Look at it, my hands. Go ahead and flip it this way. You're turning it over. You turn the hand over. What you observe with this method is that automatically, when you're installing the hair, you've already splitted the natural hair into 3. Watching from Sierra Leone, I do braiding as well. Thank you for your tutorial. Very important for beginners. Yes, thank you so much. Very, very important for beginners. So it's just better to know how to install this. So what you're going to do is that this one here is the natural hair. You take your extension, go ahead and cover this. You're tucking in, then you go ahead and start braiding. It will make your braid look very neat. Even as a beginner, when they see you doing this, most people will not think, oh, they will not think that this person is not a beginner, because the process and the method and technique they are using, their braid is so neat and nice because you're following the right way of doing this. So you hide your extent. Now, I'm doing it now, you're not even seeing the natural hair on top of it. Though this color is almost similar, but you're not seeing it. So you go ahead and start braiding it. Braiding until you finish braiding the hair. So with this method, we have done 4. This is the number 4 method we are doing now. Let's share the video. Tap on the video. Go ahead. Thank you so much for those that are tapping. Thank you so much for those that are supporting the video one way or the other. Thank you so much, and God bless you for that. So when you come to the live to watch this and to learn, you do your own best, then I do my best by sharing the videos, supporting the videos, and liking the video. That's what the platform requires. So we have to do that to be able to stay on the live. Thank you so much. Okay, now let me show the result of this. Look at this. Can we see it? This is the number 4th of it. Natural and traditional method most used, well secured on the root, well secured. Look at it, secure. This is where most people have problems. They say, oh, when I fix it, it's not secured in the root. Look at it, it's well secured. So now this is the number 4. We did the first method. Normally, I'm going to be choosing, I've just said it before we started, that we have 3 methods that is related to the rubber band method. But each time I come to tutorial classes like this, I'm going to be taking us on each one method of the new beginners. Then I want us to really get used to the natural and traditional method of securing. So we're going to be doing 3 of this. Then we'll do the last one, the knotless one. For most of us, they want to know how to install the knotless braid. This is the next one we're going to do now, the knotless. So it's making it 5 that we've installed here. So at the end of the day, when we do that, we are going to now ask me a question. Put it on the comment section. Oh, Grace, can you repeat the first one? Or Grace, can you repeat the second one? Or Grace, can you, hello, makeup by Case. Hello, you're welcome to the class. If you're seeing me for the first time, you're highly welcome. If you have not followed the account, go ahead and do that, because you're going to get a notification while I'm live here teaching. So now, let's go to the next one. The next one is going to be, let me do the next one here, or I can just go ahead and do the next one in front so that it can be visible enough. The next one, we're going to be doing the knotless braid. So if you're here and you think, I want to learn how to do this knotless braid, I really like the way the hair comes out seamlessly, how am I going to do this? Yes, you're in the right place now. So let's go ahead and do one of the methods, because I have 3 or 4 methods of how you can install your knotless braid I show online here. But we've done the first one the last time. I'm going to show you another method, then we'll do another method again when we come. So gradually, when you're practicing each method, you get to get used to it. Rather than doing everything at the same time, you just go ahead and get confused about it. We don't want us to be confused. So now we are going to split this hair, the hair that we're going to be working with. Let's use this one to work on the knotless braids, this one. So now the other hair, get your clip. Always have your clip. When you're purchasing your material for hair, get your clips as well. Use your clip to be able to hold onto the hair. Yes, I use my clip to do that. So now comb the hair very well. This hair is so nice. Normally when I'm doing the other one, that one I like it because it's very matte, this one. But then this one is so soft, you don't even need to comb it. Look at how the comb is going through it. The hair mannequin is so nice. So now I'm going to go ahead and split this hair. Normally when you're doing a knotless braid, which is this number 5 we're going to do, the number 5th technique is a knotless braid, how you install it. When you're doing this knotless braid, we start with our natural hair. That's the difference between knotless braid and the normal braid. I'm going to show you when we install this, you see the difference between. When you're doing a normal braid, you start with all the braid, installing it. It has a knot in the roots like this of the hair. But knotless braid, because you start with your natural hair, you're not going to get that knot in it. That's just the difference. And it's seamless. Like when you're pulling it like this, it's easier to pull. But this one, you just go to grab it from the root. There are so many different advantage and disadvantage, and there's so many difference between both of them as well. So now if you're the one that want to do that, let's go ahead now. So I'm going to be getting my extension. If it's your first time of doing knotless braid that you've not done it before, you're going to get, now this is the size of the extension we're using. We're going to get the same size of extension we're using, but the difference is that we're not going to install it directly to the hair. We're going to, this is the extension, the size of the extension I've been using to install this hair. We're going to split it. We're going to split it. So now I'm going to get the handle of a chair to do that. If you know you have a rack to do it, you're going to use your rack to be able to split those hair. But if you know you have somebody helping you with the hair, let's bring this one down a little bit so that we can be able to see it, the camera down. So that's the hair. I'm going to be splitting this hair into 5. It's up to you. If you want the knotless braid to be jumbo size, that means you're going to add more extension to this extension. If you just want it to be medium, the way I'm going to show you, you can just do your extension this way. So you now split this extension, starting from the smaller part of the extension. Look at it. Starting from the smaller part, you place that smaller part first. Then I'll do the next one, slightly a little bigger than the first one. You place it there. The third one too should slightly a little bit bigger. You bring it in there. Then you now split this one into 2. Now the method I'm going to be doing today, because the last time we did a 2-in-1 method, using the 2 methods to do it. So this one I'm going to do today, I'm going to be using the method of, you know, the one that you plait like the banana cornrows. That's another method, because I have a video there where I have all the 4 methods in. You can just go, you see the title there, 4 ways of doing your knotless braid. When you click on my picture there, you go into it, the videos are all there. You see the page, 4 ways of doing your knotless braid. So you can go ahead and watch it if you want to know the 4 at the same time. It's good to know them, because most times the American, this one method I'm going to show you now, somebody from America called me and, oh, Grace, can you show us how to do this? Because this is the method they use. I've been trying to do it, I'm not getting it. I said, okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and do that method now. So now, this is it. This is the braids we are going to, this is the hair we are going to be using, already combed. I hope we are seeing this. Let me position this one very well to be able to, for us to be able to see it. I don't know if I'm sitting down on this, whether it's going to help. No, it's not. So now let's watch me do this one. We are going to split this hair into 3. Look at me. Split. Normally at this point, if you're the one that wants to use your shine and jam, this is the point whereby you use it. You just add it to the roots of the hair first before you start braiding the hair. Now split this hair into 3. I'll split it into 3 equal parts. Look at, because I'm not facing it. If I'm not facing the camera, I should be facing this way, but don't, never mind, because I'm facing and want to make sure that we see what I'm doing. So split it into 3. When you split it into do the first braiding. If you're the type that just want to end with the first braiding, then you do the second one. Let me do the second one. So when I do the second one, instead of adding this extension from the side, we're going to be adding it from the top. There are 4 ways to do this. For mine, most people have other ways to do it as well, but I did 4 ways. The videos are there. So the next step you're going to do is grab the first smaller part of the extension, bring it up like this. Look at it. Take it on top. When you take it on top, you cross one of the extension, holding it with your thumb and index finger. You go ahead and braid the first one. Then you get the next one. When you get the next extension, you go ahead and do what? Bring it on top. Look at it. Look at where my hand, look at where I'm placing the extension, holding it. Then you go ahead and do the second one. Then now I'm going to take this other third one, place it above. This is the method of you put on top. And if you don't know how to do Ghana cornrows and you want to learn it, this is the method as well, using inserting that hair. So you just go ahead and do this, because most people are watching me, different from different countries. So if maybe you are from America and you want to learn this style that is mostly used in America, it's good. Even if you're in other parts of the world, you want to learn it, it's absolutely okay. So you just place the next one and that is it. So at this point, when you finish installing the hair, you're going to flip your hands, because you're not going to be continuing to braid this hair upwards. You're going to turn your hands like this, turn the braids and turn your hands. So when you turn the braids and turn your hand, you now continue to braid up. This is my hair mannequin sometimes. So you keep braiding. So if you find out that your hair is showing, go ahead and use your extensions to cover it, tuck it in. Then you continue to braid your hair. Go ahead and start braiding. If you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome. I'm going to show you the result of this, of what you're doing. This is one method of knotless braid. I have 4 I teach online here, but each time we come to the class, we take one after the other so that we can be able to understand it very well. Normally, I used to do all at the same time. No, it's too much. So let's do it bit by bit. When we come tomorrow evening, I'm going to take us on another method. So you go ahead and practice this one that you just learned today. Tomorrow, you see another method. You go ahead and practice it. Before you know it, you start doing all the methods. If you're the type here that wants to go into braiding, it's perfectly well to know a lot of things, because somebody can come, so I don't want you to use this other method, please use this other method for me. Go ahead and do it. But if you're just here for your personal reason, you just go ahead and learn it. Whichever one that is suitable for you, go ahead and use it and start braiding your hair. So now let's go ahead and see the result of what we have done. Look at it. Can you see it? Do you see the difference? The other braids that we've done, look at the knots under. This is the normal braid having knot. Why they call this one knotless? Look at it. There's no knot in the roots. When you raise the hair up, because we started with our natural hair, look at the braid himself. You will even slightly notice. Let me bring it closer to the camera. Can everybody see it? You see? Let's bring it closer to the camera for us to see. Can you see it? Right. Let's bring it closer to the camera. So now this is one method of how you can do your knotless braid. I have 4 methods and the videos are there. If you're the quick type, please let's move this like to 10K like. The way things have just reduced here is so bad on TikTok. Why are you not tapping? Go ahead and tap now. Go ahead and support this live until we just finish. We have to finish. And if you're not following the live, go ahead and do that. So now we finished with the 5 methods. So let's go ahead now and ask me a question. Which one do you want me to repeat? If you're just coming, the first method we did here was for using the crochet pin as a new beginner to insert this one, the first one. Interesting, thanks. Okay, Chidi, thank you so much. And the next one we did here was the natural and traditional method, wrapping round method. Then this other one we did here was the 2-strand method. That is the number 3. 2-strand method of how you can install your braid. Number 4 is the natural and traditional method, most used, the one that you secure the hair from the root. That is this one. Then the last one is the knotless braid. And the knotless braid method we use is just the method of putting its extensions on top. Is that real person? No, that's not real person. No, that's a mannequin. Somebody say, is that real person? It's a mannequin. I'm having a problem with braiding backwards. I used to front. Okay, then you have to learn how. That's why I said if you want to learn that one, you have to bring the extension under, not above. So you watch the way I'm doing this hair. I used to explain before. If you're a right-handed person, take it and bring it under. Most people, they braid their hair like this. If you know it works for you, I'm not saying you should change your hands, but if you're interested, okay, you want to know the other method, you can learn both methods. Anytime you don't want, you can switch your hands. Yes, that is just it. If you, like me, I can do any method. Then if I don't want, you can switch your hands. So if you know you want to learn, if you know that method, somebody is writing there, I'm having a problem with braiding backwards, I'm used to front. Okay, so if you want to do backwards, you just go ahead and learn it. But if you know you're okay with what you're doing, go ahead and continue with what you're doing and it's working for you. Yes, here it's just to boost the morale of people that doesn't know how to do this thing, for the beginners and for those that want to perfect their braiding skills. So now, is there any question going on? Which of the method do you want us to repeat from this 5 method that we've just done now? The first one we did was the rubber band method using the crochet pin, friendly beginners method. Then the second one is the wrapping round method, natural and traditional method. The third one is the two-strand method. The fourth one is the natural and traditional method. Backwards is good with finishing. Okay, nice. It goes very fast. Yeah, that's true. Backwards is good with finishing. Yes. How do I get my voice deep like that? Oh, okay. My dear, please. I'm doing hair. I'm not doing voice training, no. So now let's go ahead. Do we have any question related to this? Okay, 3 and 4. I'm seeing 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. Okay, 3 and 4. Do anybody from the YouTube, anybody from Facebook, TikTok said 3 and 4. So we are going to repeat 3 and 4. So which other methods do you want me to repeat? Please go ahead. I'm looking at the I'm looking at the comment section to see what you want me to repeat. 3 and 4 is the two-strand method and the natural and traditional methods. Yeah. So now let's go ahead and do that. So if you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome to the class. If you have not watched this video, you can go ahead and watch the video of how I did this. I just send out videos for. This is the hair that we've been using to train. This is the hair that we have been using all this while to train. I was like thinking, okay, before I lose this hair, let me do something with it. So if you know you want to have a bridal braid hair for your wedding, so go ahead and just do something like that. It's so beautiful. I was just looking at it. I said, do you want me to take it off? Do you want me to do it? So the videos I've sent in, how I did this. I've sent the videos in. So if you want to learn how to do this, you just go ahead and watch the video. Welcome. Thank you so much. So now, let's go ahead and repeat. Anna Official Grace said, so pretty. Thank you so much, and God bless you for that. So now let's go ahead and do this other one. Let's do this. Let's do the two-strand method and the number 4 method. So I'm still watching from the YouTube. If you have any of the method, okay, please kindly repeat the crochet. Okay, that's fine. So we are going to do that. We are going to do 3 of the method. The ones on the YouTube, they want the crochet method. Then we are going to do the two-strand method. Then we are going to repeat the natural and traditional method. So let's go ahead. So the 3 methods that we are going to repeat now. Good morning. What do you put in your hair before you braid it? It's up to you to put anything, like what I'm doing now. I didn't put anything on the hair. So it's up to you. If you want to use your shine and jam to put it on the scalp, you go ahead and do it. It's not compulsory. So for those that want it, where is the extension now? Okay, I put it here. Yeah. So now let's go ahead and take this. Go ahead and grab the extension. If you're the type that is here, you don't know how to section your extensions in bundle like this, you have to make sure that you do it beforehand, because we all need our braids to be so uniform. All we need to do is to make sure that the extensions are the same. Very, very important. Very, very important. When you're taking your extension, like me, I'm mostly used to taking this extension. So when I just do this, I know the size of it. So I'll just grab it. This is my medium here. This might not be your medium, but if you're a new beginner, you don't know how to grab your extension, please go ahead and section it on a rack, or look for a handle of a dining chair, section them before starting your braid so that they will look more equal and even. So now let's keep this one. The first method we're going to do here, he said the two-strand method. Because we're doing the two-strand method first, look at it. We are not going to split this extension. If we are doing other method now, we split it into ratio 2:1. But for the two-strand method, you're not going to split it. Thank you so much for everyone that is tapping and sharing the videos. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you so much. So now let's go ahead and install it. There are different methods of installing the two-strand method, but I'm going to show you the simplest method as a new beginner to be able to learn it very fast. So now this is the hair you're going to be working with. Watch the hair. Can your box braid, good morning. Your box braid is perfect. My grip's always slippery. Don't worry. That is the reason why I'm here. And I've been trying to explain you the techniques of how you can get it so that it will not be slippery. When you're taking it online, when we're doing the last one, I'm going to kindly explain how you can do this. This is the two-strand method. What you're going to do, this is my left hand. Take your left hand, hold on to this hair. Your extension you're holding in the middle, place it right there. Hold it with your thumb and index finger. Two-strand method. So when you hold it with your thumb and index finger, what are you going to do next? Because we call this two-strand method because this extension, this natural hair in the middle doesn't have an extension now. Most people use this method. The method, why we are bringing out about 5 methods here is that it depends on you. When you go through all the methods, you see one of the methods that is so friendly with you when you're doing it. Go ahead and choose that one and continue to braid. So learn it, choose only one and continue to braid. So now this is it, me holding this hair with my thumb and index finger. If you're a right-handed person, for those that doesn't know how to braid downwards like this is the time. If you're a right-handed person, pick this one first and start braiding. If you're a left-handed person, you start with this one, with the one on the left hand. But because I'm a right-handed person, I'm going to start with this. Take this one from your right hand, bring it in. Look at it. Bring it into the left. You can support it as a new beginner. You can just support it with your pinky finger so that it won't unravel. Take it like this and just hold it like this. Look at the way I just supported it. Then you grab this one in the middle because we're doing two-strand method. You're making sure that this is firm at this point because if not, it's going to lose. Then you hold it with your thumb and index finger on your right hand. Grab this one from your left hand. Bring it into your right hand. Look at it. When you bring it into your right hand, start braiding this hair. Now we are going to bring this natural hair back to the middle. Because it's a natural hair, we are not going to continue to use this natural hair to be braiding this hair. Can you slow down a little when you're braiding out? I want to learn. Okay, no problem, because we're still going to repeat a lot, my dear. Makeup by Kiss. Don't worry. Just keep watching. We are having a lot of braids we're repeating. If you didn't get it on the first one, you get it on the second one. So now, with this method, it's a two-strand method. This is the natural hair. Now, because we didn't split the hair at that point, you're going to borrow hair. Most people like this method, but me, I'm never used to using this method anyway. But I'm teaching it. Most people are the method, they would like to use it. But go and try it. If it's a method that is okay for you, go ahead and use it. Borrow the hair, bring the extensions that you're supposed to split, bring them right here in the middle. Because at this point, we're still going to split our natural hair. Take the natural hair, give to this side and hold it. All this transition is going to be taking place. If not, take the other natural hair, split it to this side. Then we now can continue to start braiding this hair. Go ahead and start braiding the hair. You see the two-strand method. For those of us that has in love in this is how simple you can do your two-strand method. And for the person that just asked this question, go ahead and use this method. Now you're going to take the extension. Look at your natural hair. I'm still seeing my natural hair. Use your extension to cover your natural hair. It means that you're tucking your natural hair in. You go ahead and tuck in your natural. If today is your first time, you're highly welcome to the class. What we do here is that we teach method. Normally, I used to teach 9. I just find out that that 9 might be too much for beginners. Let's do 5. Each day we'll come to the class, we'll do one after the other for us to be able to have a clear understanding of how to install this braid. If we do one on each day, oh, this one is not verified yet. If we do one on each day, you go ahead and practice those ones. But before you know it, you get used to your hand. I'm going to follow you now. Thank you so much for following. God bless you. The only thing is that anything about hair is practice, practice, practice. Even if now I'm showing us how to install the extension, it doesn't end there. If you want to be a braider, you want to be making money with this braiding, you have to learn how to be your speed. You have to learn how to make sure that your speed is more okay, because you are not going to be slipping on one hair like this as a beginner. You start like this, slowly, slowly. The more you practice, the better you become. That is how it works. The more you practice, the better you become. If you really want to learn and you really want to use these skills to make money, and it's your first time and you're a beginner, please go and get your training mannequin hair, because you need it for practice. What I've just done on this hair is a training mannequin hair. We have braided this hair to the point that we fully braided this hair. This hair is a lot. Oh. When I was packing it, it's a lot. This hair is more than, if I count these braids here, it should be more than 150 braids on this hair. Is more. Because we'll be using it for practice. So that is what you're going to do. Get a training mannequin hair. Keep braiding the hair just as practice to increase your speed level. It's going to help you to increase your speed level while you're braiding. So then before you know it, you're going to be fast. When you have clients, Mama, good afternoon. Thank you so much, Nana. God bless you. Yes, it's going to help you to be fast. I have missed a lot. Don't worry, you catch up now. Trust Grace now. You catch up. You didn't miss anything. You know the way you're going to do it now. If Abuchi, you know the method now. If you miss class, you know where to go now. You just go and catch up quickly. But then we are still going to be doing that. You won't miss too much. So now this is it. This is the two-strand method. Can you see it? The two-strand method. Normally I like using colorful extension. Maybe tomorrow we're going to use a different color. You know, when you use a colorful extension to be learning, it pops out. Because I'm using a color that is mostly similar to this one. It's just like so quiet and dull. Don't worry. Tomorrow I'm going to bring out a color that will just be popping out. Then you see it very well. So now let's go ahead and do the next one. The next one, the question of the repeat is that do the natural and traditional method, the one that you split and naturally take the hair from the roots. So let's go ahead and repeat that so that we can be able to know it. This one we just repeated is the two-strand method. We keep doing this in the class every day. So you go ahead and practice. The more you practice, the better it is. Because if you're watching me from now and don't put your hands, because we use our fingers to do hair, you have to use your own finger as well to practice. If you don't practice, you're not going to get it. It's not even a joke. There's no other words to say than say if you don't practice it, you're not going to get the techniques. But if you practice, you're going to get it straight away. Even when you're practicing, learning how to do braids is a self-taught. Do you wipe or let it crust? How to plait faster. Oh, how to plait faster. Okay. The method of helping yourself how to plait faster. For instance, you have a phone with a timer. You just time yourself 1 minute. You've been learning how to braid, right? You now know how your 1 minute will go on each braid. So you just time 1 minute and start braiding. If you know you can finish it for 1 minute, you know that you're really getting faster in braiding. So use a timer to help yourself. Practice first, know how to braid. But if you want to learn about your speed, use a timer. Put 1 minute. Just put 1 minute on and see if I can finish one braid in 1 minute. Just quickly. 60 seconds. That is 1 minute. So when you can finish one in 60 seconds, find out that when you calculate the time that you know that you started improving your speed of braiding. So that is one method of learning. But the other one is that you have to constantly practice, because the more you practice, the better it is. So now let's go ahead. Let's keep tapping. Share the video. Thank you so much. If you're seeing me for the first time, share the video. Look at it. Let me share from here. TikTok, you should stand up. Oh, please. Let's share from here. Everybody, I don't know, do we have to pray about this TikTok thing so that you people wake up when you're in the class? Do the right thing so that they won't give us restriction, please. Go ahead and share the videos, like the videos, and support the videos as much as you can. We only have 2 hours to spend, so when we are here, make it lively and very okay. Yeah, I've shared the video as well. So now let's do the next one. That is a repeat. Then for the YouTube, I'm going to be doing the rubber band method using the crochet pin. That's the request. So let's go ahead and do this one first. So after splitting this hair, it's going to look this way. Look at it. Can you see it? You use our clips. Get the clips and just hold on to this. Comb the hair. This one is nice. This hair is really nice. When I'm combing it, it's so smooth and nice. You don't need to do too much. You don't need to do too much on this hair mannequin. It has a very nice hair. So now I'm going to be taking the extension. Let's go ahead and grab our extension. I'm using medium size of extension. So the most important thing about knowing the size of your extension as a new beginner is that if you start braiding your hair as a new beginner and at the end of the day, you take this one medium, you take the next one jumbo, you take the next one micro, my dear, what is it? How are we going to see your braid? Your braid is going to be size riot. You know the riots. Jumbo will show this way, micro will be showing this way, and the medium will be, no, we don't want to do that. So go ahead and take your extension. This is the size you're using. Make sure that you stabilize yourself with this size and continue to braid your hair with that same size. All it will do is that you make your braid. Look at this braid I'm doing now. All of them are equal. Different method, but I'm using the same size of extension. It's making them now more even and the same sizes. It will help your braid look more professional, more neater, and they will know that after all, even if you're a new beginner, but at least you've used the technique, the sizes of it are all the same. So to make sure that you get your sizes, you go ahead. Let me reduce this extension. This is my own medium. My medium might not be your medium. This my medium now might be your micro. It depends on what you choose. It's okay. But all that is important is that let the sizes be equal. The exemption now is that when you come to the front of the hair, most people have a very thin front of the hair. If you come to that part and you want to braid it, if you're not using the knotless braid method, just go ahead and reduce your extension, because the bigger the extension in front of the hair is going to pull that hair. Please, how are you doing and how can I buy the toy? The hair mannequin, go ahead and buy it from TikTok shop. Type on the TikTok shop, you get your training head. It's there. Any type you want. I bought mine from there as well. So now you are going to split this hair into ratio 2:1. Can you see it? When you split this hair into ratio 2:1, the reason why we do ratio 2:1 with these sizes is that let me show you the reason. Ratio 2:1 meaning that the one you have on your left hand should be bigger than the one you have on your right hand. If I split this hair into 2 at this point, when I split this hair into 2 at this point, look at it. The 3 sizes are the same thing. So 2 will be on your left hand. For every braid that you do, make sure you have it like this. Yes, for every braid, because learn the rightful way to do hair as a beginner. So you're going to take the smaller part of it, cross it to this other part. When you cross it to this other part, join these 2 together. These 2 smaller parts, join it together, then you bring it like this. What are you noticing? You find out that the 3 strands are the same thing. It will give you a nice and even braids when you're braiding. First step, note that. Always note that. It's very, very important. Then we'll now go ahead and start braiding. The method we are going to do at this point is the one that you grab the hair from the roots. Natural and traditional method, you split the hair automatically into 3 from the root and grab it from the root, which most beginners they find very, very difficult. That is the reason why we are here, showing you some simpler ways to get into it. Most people, they don't know how to do this, but people that have come into this class, a lot of them can do this method now. If Abuchi is here, she's been away for holiday this while, but now she's here now. When we ask all them to try all the different methods, the method that gets into her hand is this natural and traditional method. She's been using it. do her own hair. She does her hair and she practice. All I told her, she followed. If you follow the way to do this thing and the techniques, before you know it, you start braiding and start making your money. Most people are here to learn to make money. There's a lot of money. When you put your mind into this, my day, you're not going to miss it. Yes. So now let's go ahead. This is my right hand. I want to hold this extension on one hand. Holding it. Most people, they have a way of doing their holding their extension. You see, which is they are used to it. There are different ways. There are different ways to install hair. But the most important is that let the roots be firm, not too tight. If you can succeed in making the root firm and tight, go ahead and use any of the methods that is okay for you, right? I'm not teaching you here to come and be using my method. No, I don't have any methods. It's just that make sure that this ones from the root is secured when you're doing that. Very important. Any method you're using and the root is secured, go ahead and use it. And your braids are equal. That is just it. So now let's go ahead and install this one. I'll show you which the method I use myself is this one. I'm going to hold this on my right hand using this thumb and index finger. Use my thumb and index finger on the left hand. Hold this. Bring this other strand here. Make it firm. Then you just go ahead. Hold it like that. Take your middle finger, place it like this. Turn this hand. While you're turning your right hand, bring your index finger right to the extensions on your left hand. You see, watch my hands. Then you just flip your hand this way. So one of the extension will be lying on your index finger like this. Look at it. This one that is lying on the index finger will be the first one to grab when we're doing the hair. So now let's go ahead and install this one. This one we are going to install now is a natural and traditional method of installing your extension, and it is the most used method, and it is the method that is giving beginners a little bit of problems, and at the end of the day we're coming here to solve the problem by showing you way to do this. So now let's go ahead. This is the hair nicely combed already. What are you going to do at this point? I'm still holding my extension on one hand. Look at my thumb and index finger while I'm still holding it. Use it to just grab the hair slightly. When you grab it slightly, watch my hands intently. You get it. That is how Ifabuchi said she got it when she did it. She was watching my hand intently. Look at that place. So now this is my left hand. You're going to use your left hand to split this hair. Split this one because we are going to split the hair automatically into 3. When you split this first hair, take your other hand, grab this extension. Look at it. First step, grab that extension. When you're holding that one, take your index finger, place it in between your natural hair and the other extension. Look at it. My index finger will come out from the other hand. You do this. Release your right hand. This is my right hand. Then you now go ahead. Let me separate this to the point whereby look at it. When you separate it to that point, look at it. You'll be able to now bring your hands into this. Start braiding it. Braid it firmly, not too tight. You braid it firmly, not too tight. When you braid it this way, 2 or 3 times, then this is the point whereby you're going to flip your hands. I'm not going to continue to be doing this. That's the method some people say they like using upwards. It's faster to just flip your hands and at the same time go ahead. Look at it. Turn your hands this way. Turn the braids, turn the extension. Then you now go ahead and start braiding it. Making sure that your natural hair is under your extension, tucking it in. You go ahead and move and start braiding. And you see how secure the hair is from the root. Very, very simple method. But the only thing I'm going to say on this life is that you have to always practice. The more you practice, the better you become on this hair. It's good to do all these things because you're going to help your children. For those that are mothers here that cannot even afford, because these days people charge a lot. Thank you so much, Miss Steve, for the heart. God bless you for that. Support the life as much as you can. We only have like few more minutes to stay on this life. Make most of it. Make it interesting. And that is it. And as well, the more you're learning, the more you're tapping. And thank you so much for those that are tapping and gifting. When you see the gifters, follow the gifter because they will come to your own platform and to help you as well. Thank you so much and God bless you for that. So now let's go ahead and see what we have achieved so far. Look at it. Very, very nice. Secured from the root. If as a beginner you've started trying this now, nobody will think you're a beginner. You see how beautiful that braid is. Neat, nice. Follow the method, you get it. So now we are going to move straight ahead now, because this what we are doing now is a repeat. If you know you have missed the class throughout today and you've not followed, I have videos that are there. Just click on my name, follow the account first. When you follow the account, you go on my picture where you see GraceLawendhair. Click on it. When you click on it, it will take you to every videos we've been doing. You can go ahead and watch it and start practicing. Before you know it, you put on the comment section, Grace, I've been watching your video and now I'm making hair and I'm making money out of it. Now I'm making my children hair and I'm saving my money. Now I'm making my own hair and I'm saving my time and money. It's saving time and money. Now I know how to do it and I'm teaching my children. You're passing it to generation. These are the advantages of learning how to braid. Especially women. We all women, we're supposed to know how to braid. Do you know the reason why? Because it's not everything that you start calling, Grace, please, can you come and help me pack my daughter's hair up? I'll tell you that, Madam, please, me too, I have my own daughters to pack their hair. Because simple things like that, you can do it yourself by learning. But when it comes to the parts that you don't know how to do it, okay, you spend your money and that is it. I'll collect it, then I'll help you do it. But the most simplest part of it, pack the hair up, put some extension, braid it, wrap it around, make it look nice for them to go to school. You have to learn. So now let's go ahead on the crochet pin method. Let's go ahead and do that one for the YouTube. That's the question they asked me. So now we are going to do this because we have 3 methods of doing the rubber band method. This is just one of it, using the crochet pin. We have another method without the crochet pin, and we have the third method without crochet and without the rubber band. We take it each time we come to the class, we do one after the other. Today we are doing the crochet pin. So tomorrow we are going to do the rubber band method without the crochet pin. So don't miss the class, because each time you come, you learn something that will help you. So now let's go ahead and do this other one. Then if we finish it, we are going to bring us up. If you have any question at that point, you are so right for that. We all should know how to. Yeah, simple. Any simple thing, because it's going to bond mothers and children together. Most people will testify here, since they start doing their children, that is the time the kids will be telling you, Mom, this is what happened in the school. Mom, just a little minute you're using to help them hold their hair. Most people will just say, go to the salon. I'm didn't say you should not patronize braiders. So I'm here to collect money if you're ready. But then the minor things, sometimes you even call the braiders, they are fully booked. They don't have time for all those 2 minutes hair. It's you that will do that 2 minutes or 3 minutes hair. You have to do it yourself. Because you call them, hello, please, my daughter just want to pack a styling gel, that you just pack it up, use something like some extension and put there. And you're calling a salon, they tell you, oh, we are fully booked up and we are going to be free for the next 2 weeks. Are you going to leave your children here for the next 2 weeks just because of that? Please, minor things can help you. And now it's all gone round. There are videos there. There are people coming live to let you know about this. Very, very important. Just to help our children. Exactly, they are booked. They are really booked. It's true. And if they are booked, they are booked. You have to wait for another 2 to 3 weeks for you to get an appointment. So now let's go out and do this rubber band method. Now, I've just splitted up this hair. This rubber band method is a very, very friendly method for those that doesn't know how to braid. Yes, if you don't know how to braid at all and you want to learn how to braid, now there's using the crochet pin for those that want to use the crochet pin. But there's another method without the crochet pin. We're going to do that tomorrow, which is the most used method. That one is simple. You don't even need the crochet pin for that one. Yeah, but let's go ahead and do this crochet pin. Yes, then tomorrow when we come to the class, 5 p.m. in the evening to 7 p.m., I'm going to show you how to do the beginner's method, rubber band method without that crochet pin. Very, very simple. So when you get used to that second method, I think you're going to stick on that method, because you don't need all this crochet pin. But then we are going to learn it as a beginner for those that want to use the crochet pin. Now you've splitted the hair to the portion that you want to do. Go ahead and take your rubber band. This is how the rubber band comes. Don't go to the shop and get the bigger rubber bands. We need only the smaller rubber band. They come in different colors. You can decide to use a color that is matching to your hair, or even colors that are not matching. It doesn't really matter, but just get it tiny rubber bands. For normally, you're supposed to be using one of the rubber bands, but then for me, I do double the rubber band. The reason why I double the rubber band is that one of them, they snap when you're trying to secure the hair from the roots. And now go ahead and double it. You see the way I just double it? Look at it, I just double it. Beginners friendly. With this, you're going to continue to do. Let's continue to tap, please. Let somebody volunteer. Please coordinate and let other people continue to be tapping. Will, just follow. Thank you so much. God bless you. Somebody should just volunteer and say, let's continue to tap. Oh, let's help this girl that is teaching so that they will not get your students online. And share the videos, please. God bless you all. So now this is it. Take it, your rubber band, go ahead and secure the root of this hair. So there's something I have to explain as a new beginner. When you want to start braiding hair, don't go ahead and start sectioning this hair. If you've not done braids before and you want to just practice it on your child's hair, don't go ahead and start sectioning it in tiny this way. You're going to get tired. But the only thing you're going to section the whole hair about 30. Even 30 sometimes is too much. Between 25 and 30, section the hair. Now start using your rubber band. Keep braiding. The more you're fast in braiding, the better you become. And now you can now split that hair into 60, 40, and 50. But when you're starting at first, make sure you section the hair about 25 to 30 is enough, so that you can be able to finish it. Even if it takes you all day for the first time, it will not take you all day for the next time. First time is always difficult. Second time is more easier. The third time is easier. Going easier. So everything is going more easier the more you're doing it. So now I have secured this hair with the rubber band. Look at it to the roots. This method, we have another simple method of doing it as well. We'll do that tomorrow. Join me 5 p.m. UK time to 7 p.m. UK time tomorrow. We're going to do that other method. So now that you secure the hair to the roots, for the beginners, open this, pull it to this side. When you do that, not too tight, because the more you pull this hair, the tighter the hair becomes in the roots. We don't want it to be too tight, because now what this rubber band is doing for you is to secure the hair to the roots, because you're finding it very difficult to do natural and traditional method as a beginner. So use this method. So now you're taking your crochet pin for this. Go ahead and install the crochet pin. This crochet pin method is a method whereby the other method, when you see me do the other method, you don't want to use this crochet pin anymore. We are going to do that method tomorrow. So now go ahead and hold this hair with a clip or something. Now that the hair you're putting your crochet pin from the top, bringing it down, you now go ahead and get your extension. So the extension, we are using medium size of extension. Beginners friendly method. Please come closer. If you know that you have not braided before, use this method. The one that we are going to do tomorrow, that is what I recommend mostly. I'm not going to do it today. Tomorrow we are going to do that method. We are choosing rubber band method without this crochet pin. Yes. The reason why I'm still teaching you with this crochet pin, because there are some hairstyle you do, you need your crochet pin to just install it. So you have to learn it as well. So now what are we going to do on this? This is our extension. Split this hair into ratio 2:1. When you split it into ratio 2:1, meaning the one you have on your right hand should be 2 times the one you have on your left hand. This one that we have on our left hand, take it and just put it on one side. Leave it on one side. Create a loop. Take this one, take this hair now, place it on an equal length measurement. Can you see it? Make sure that it's equal. When it's equal like this, you just use your thumb and index finger. Please, let's go ahead and keep tapping. Oh, I know that this tapping thing is not easy, but please let's tap until finish. Move this like to 10k likes. Please move it to 10k likes. We are 33 of us here. Let's put our hands together. Thank you so much. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for everyone joining. Thank you so much, Andrew. God bless you all. Thank you. So now create a loop with this. Create a loop. Look at it. Just create a loop. When you create a loop, you just go ahead and do this. For those of us that doesn't know how to use the crochet pin, you can still learn it from here. Go ahead and close it. It has something like a latch that I use in closing this. If you have not followed the accounts and you're watching me from the For You and you're not coming in, come into the class. You're welcome. Go ahead and pull this. When you pull it up this way, don't pull everything up. Then you release your crochet pin. When you release it, use your left hand. This is my left hand. Hold on to this one of the strand. Use your right hand. Pull the other strand up. This is called the rubber band method with the crochet pin. Tomorrow we are going to do the rubber band method without the crochet pin. Don't miss the class. Each time you miss the class, you miss a lot. So now we are going to hold this now. Since that we have inserted this the crochet pin underneath, open this one, split it up again, and pull it on both sides. Secure it a bit. That is it. When you have secured it, you've secured the hair already. You can now start braiding this hair. Very, very simple. Because the rubber band has already done what you're going to use your hands to secure from the root. Rubber band have done it. For the beginners that want to learn, start with this one. When you start with this one, we move gradually to natural method. You see what I did today? I did one of the beginners method, then I did 3 of the natural and traditional method, then I did 1 of the knotless. With this 5 method, gradually move from one step to the other. Before you know it, you're a pro. So now let's go ahead now and grab the other extension that is 2 times bigger. We're going to braid this hair at this point. If it's your first time of joining, you're highly welcome. Let's stop and move this, at least let's move this like to 10k like before we leave. You only gave me 100k like once on this live. I'm still waiting for another day when we'll have 100 like. Maybe when we'll find out that when somebody will come in here to motivate us, it will help us. But then, without the motivation, let's just try and put our hands on this until we finish. You don't have to make it too hard. Just go ahead and tap and like the video on TikTok. Thank you so much and God bless you. So now this is the hair we are going to braid at this point. Watch it. So move it to 10k like. Look at it, 7k. We need another 3,000 like. Let's put our hands together. If everybody give me like 100 like within 1 minute now, we are having 10k like. Let's move it to 10k like. Thank you. So now this is it. When you have this one, hold it with your thumb and index finger on your left hand. Take the hair that you're going to braid, place it on top of it. This is a simple method to do this. There are different methods to braid, but this one is simple and more friendly beginners. Use your thumb and index finger to hold on to this hair and this one on top of it. If you're now, we have 3 strands of hair. When you're doing the rubber band method, the natural hair tends to be in the middle, which is absolutely okay at this point. Then if you're a right-handed person, you have to go with your right hand first. Look at my right hand. You go in with your right hand first. If you're a left-handed person, you start your braid with your left hand. So because I'm a right-handed person, I'm going to take this one, start with my right hand and bring it into the left. Look at it, from my right hand into the left. Let's go ahead and braid now. From my right hand, I'll bring it into the left, in, underneath. Then you grab this one in the middle, hold it with your thumb and index finger on your left hand. Take the other strand on the left hand, bring it now into the right hand. Then you now continue to braid this hair. Can you see how simple this method could be for you as a beginner? Before you know, you start braiding this hair. Before you know, you fully braid your kids' hair. Very, very simple method of how to braid. So now what we are going to do at this point, we notice that only the hair in the middle have the natural hair. For the beginners, please go ahead and start braiding this hair. What you're going to do, use your extension and cover the natural hair. By the time you braid this hair 2 or 3 times, you're going to notice that you start splitting your natural hair into other extensions. At this point, I didn't want you to do that, because if you do that immediately, all this other hair will unravel. You start feeling, oh, I cannot do it. No, just go ahead now. Use your extension, cover the natural hair, tuck them in, then you start braiding. So when you do it as a beginner, you find out that you started braiding hair already. This goes to every one of us. This rubber band method is so good, especially for the kids that cry. Please start from fresh. I missed the beginning. Oh, now let's see what the time is. It's 1:33. It's 1:33 now. Let me just do this one and see whether I can repeat it once more again. But this is the crochet pin method. Keep tapping. What's her name? Shelly, please put your hands and keep tapping. Tap. Let's move our like to 10k like while I'm going to repeat this method for you. Go ahead before we finish our live this afternoon. So now, live section. Not our life. Our life is very important. So now, before we finish this TikTok and YouTube and Facebook live section. Look at it. Can you see it? Very, very, very beautiful. Rubber band method with the crochet pin. So you are going to join me tomorrow to do the rubber band method without the crochet pin. So that's one I recommend. Even if when you see it, you know it's easier for you to just use. You don't need the crochet pin. But I'm still going to take you on this crochet pin in case you come across any hair that you need to use the crochet pin. You to not be as if I've not seen it before. I've seen it when Grace is using it. So it's going to be easy for us. So now let's go ahead and repeat this again. Just for the sake of somebody asking on the TikTok, please go ahead and put your hands and tap, tap, tap. What's her name again? Let me see whether she's tapping. Shelly, are you tapping? Shelly Wako, please go ahead and tap, tap, tap. Let's receive this. Just watch me while I'm doing it. Okay, Shelly. Thank you, Shelly. God bless you for that. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So let's repeat this crochet pin method. Tomorrow you're going to watch me do the other methods in the evening, not this afternoon. In the evening, 12 p.m., 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. We're going to be live 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. tomorrow. So just join me. Follow the account. When you follow the account, you're going to get notification anytime I'm live. Yes. Then you just join us. So let's do this last one. Then I'll start bringing us up. If you have any questions, we'll go ahead and talk a little bit. Then we'll finish up for today. So now this is it. This is the hair. That's the hair we're going to be working with. This mannequin hair is, I think, is a human hair. This hair is so nice. It's so soft. Very, very soft to use. And it's not too slippery. Some of the hair are so slippery. Like this one I have here. Like this mannequin training head I have here is so slippery. Look at it. It's so slippery. So thank you so much. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Okay, most people want to see the mannequin training head. This one I have here. I have different type. This one here, look at how, do you do one-on-one lesson? Please send me. Yes, I want to learn. Send me message. Oh, Tamara, go on my bio and send me message. We're going to take it off from there for your one-on-one. So we are going to look at it. Now we have this. So when we have this, you're going to go straight ahead, grab your extension. We are going to be quick about this one now, not too much talk about it. Just share it, just watch me straight do it. Tomorrow we are going to do some other method, because today we did 5 different methods. 1 method from the beginner's method, which is this one. Then 3 methods from the natural and traditional method. We did 1 knotless braids today. And tomorrow we are going to do another 1 method from the beginner's method, which is the rubber band method without the crochet pin. Then we're going to do natural and traditional method 3. Then I'm going to show you another method of how you can do knotless braid. So be ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow's class is 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. UK time, UK. So split this hair into 2. So when you split it into 2, you go ahead into the ratio 2:1. Go ahead and have it into 2. Place the other bigger part on one side. Take the smaller part on one side. Go ahead and grab your rubber band. We are doing rubber band with the crochet pin. Normally, if you see me do the rubber band without the crochet pin, you find out that one is more easier than this one. But then learn this one as well. So now this is the hair we are going to be working with. This is friendly beginners. Take your rubber band. Normally, you also use one of the rubber band, but I just double the rubber band. Then you go ahead. Let's move this like to 10K like. Oh, please go ahead, Shelly, everyone, move it. Let's move it to 10K like. Let's use 1 minute to tap. Move it. Let's move it to 10K like before we finish. Go ahead, please. Thank you so much on TikTok. Let's move it to 10K like. Move it to 10K like. If we can even end up with the 10K likes today, that would be a little bit better than leaving it on 8K. That's too poor. So now let's go ahead and secure this hair to the root. Keep tapping, keep tapping, keep tapping. TikTok should look for another method for us for this, because most people, they don't want to tap, and now it's making everything quiet. So go ahead and tap, 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 moving to 10K like. Move it to 10K like. If there's any other thing, or they should just stop it, we'll be grateful for that tapping. We're not getting any money from it. So now let's go ahead and do this. Go ahead and secure this hair with the rubber band. When you go ahead and secure the hair with the rubber band, all you're going to do, secure it. Now it's secured. When you secure it, pull it on both sides. That is it. Well secured. Go ahead and grab your crochet pin. Let's move it to 10K like. It's 8.5 now. Tap, 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 tap. Move it to 10K like. Thank you so much. God bless you for that. Let's move it. So you're going to take the crochet pin, pass it from the top of the hair like this, and bring it down. Can you see it? bring it down. So when you bring it down to this point, the next step you're going to do, you're going to grab this extension that is smaller part of it. The smaller part of the extension, take it like this, create a loop. So when you create a loop like this, you're going to go ahead and insert that loop into your crochet pin. So when you do that, make sure that everything is fitted in. Then you use that to cover it. When you cover it, you now hold it like this, move the hair out. Look at it. When you pull this hair out, don't pull everything out. Release the crochet pin. This is just one method for the beginners friendly, and we're going to do the easiest one tomorrow. This one is just because of the crochet pin. It's somehow, if you don't have the crochet pin, tomorrow we're going to do that. So you're now going ahead. Let's take this. If this is distracting you, put it on one side with your clip. Hold onto one side of this hair with your left hand. Then you pull this hair with your right hand. You see, when you do that, you're going to equate it. When you equate it, they are on the same level. Fine. Then you go ahead, release this your natural hair, open it again, because we have inserted the crochet pin underneath. It has loosened the hair from the root a little bit. When you now split this hair into two, pull it on both sides. When you pull it, don't make it too tight. Look at it. Don't make it too tight. Secure it, not too tight. It's secured now. Then you go ahead and do. At this point, this hair is halfly braided now because you've already secured the hair to the root. That is the most important thing when you're installing your braid, right? So now the next step we're going to do, you're going to grab this. Look at it. You're going to grab the hair that is 2 times bigger. When you grab this hair that is 2 times bigger, go straight ahead and use your left hand to hold onto this hair. We are going to braid this hair now. For those that are beginners, come closer. It's very, very easy method. You hold this, take this extension, place it there, hold it with your thumb and your index finger on the left hand. Simple method to braid, simple. So now at this point, you notice that all the natural hair, because of the rubber band, tends to be in the middle. Don't worry about it at this point, because we want the beginners to start braiding the hair. As soon as you start braiding, you will have that motivation to say, yes, I can do this thing. Gradually you get into it. So if you're a right-handed person, you start braiding with your right hand. If you're a left-handed person, start with your left hand as well. So now, because I'm a right-handed person, let's go ahead. And for those of us that doesn't know how to braid underneath, go ahead and learn this now. So you're going to take this one from your right hand now, bring it in to your left. Right hand into your left. You see it? Then you grab this one in the middle, push it on both sides and hold it with your thumb and index finger on your right hand. Take the strands on the left hand, bring it in to your right hand, secure it with your thumb and index finger. See these 2 hands, they play very, very vital role. Then you start braiding. You see, at this point, as a beginner, if I say, okay, split this natural hair into other extension now, the hair will unravel on the road. You don't want it to unravel, right? Okay, fine. What we're going to do at this point, take your extension now. Don't worry, cover the natural hair. Start braiding, because we are beginners. We have that thing as a beginner. Just go ahead, cover and start braiding this hair. By the time you do this method 2 or 3 times, it will now get into your hands. When it gets into your hands, you will now notice that, okay, I have the confidence now to split my natural hair into other hair to equate it more. You'll find out that you're getting into the braiding. So go ahead and start braiding. While you're using your extension to cover the natural hair at this point, you keep braiding. Can you see it? Go ahead and braid until you finish your braiding now. This is the rubber band method, and this is really simple for the beginners. Even for those of us that are not beginners, there are some styles that we have to do. We need this method to do it. So if you as well know how to do it now, you have the advantage to learn. Yes, you have the advantage to learn. Let me see if I can bring somebody up on this. I've not done this request before. Request audience. Share. Hey, no, I don't know how to do this one. Share broadcast. Request audience. Invite viewers to your broadcast. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can get it on that. So now let's go ahead and keep braiding. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. No, I didn't get it. Nina, Sheila, I wanted to invite you up. I don't know how to go about this on Facebook. Or send me a request. I'm trying to click on that button of request. It's not coming up. Okay, now let's see what the result of this hair is now. Can everybody see it? Look at it. Beautiful. Beginner friendly methods. Look at it. If you can use this method, everybody can start braiding even right now. Can you see how beautiful that method is? This is the rubber band method without the crochet pin. Thank you so much for every Sheila. Thank you so much for everyone liking the videos. I really appreciate you all. At least we'll move it to 10K. Don't worry. When we come tomorrow, we're going to get it up to 100K. Like, all of us, be prepared. Be prepared. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. This chair is just for everyone that is supporting the life. So as this point, we have done this to this point now. Can you see it? Very, very beautiful braids. Beautiful and nicely. So for those of us that missed the class, please and you're meeting us for the first time, go ahead and follow the account. Tomorrow 5 p.m. UK time to 7 p.m. UK time, we'll be live here to do more practice. Tomorrow I'll be showing you the method without the crochet pin so that you can go ahead as a beginner to use it. But 3 other methods from the natural and traditional method to install the extension, yes, we'll keep learning that every day now because I want us to get used to that method. Either of the method, just choose it and start braiding, because when you want to braid people's hair, I know that this method of the rubber band is friendly beginner, but you're not going to use it on a client. Most clients will not want rubber band on their hair, but which is more friendly beginner for the kids, more friendly beginner to braid, and helpful for the kids. The kids like that method because it's not going to hurt them when you're installing their hair. But these other 3 natural and traditional methods that we'll be doing every time we come to the class is very, very important. So if you can master to one, you can go ahead and start braiding and start making your money and start saving your money. Thank you so much. Let's invite us up. If you have any question, let's use like 14 more minutes to answer our questions. If you want to ask me anything, I'm sending the invitation, just accept it. Let's talk for 15 minutes. Then before we call the class a day, then tomorrow we're back again. Accept it. I'm just throwing out the invitation. If you see it, just accept it. This phone is not going again. Why is it not going? Okay, let's go back. Yeah, we have like 14 minutes to be on this one to talk. Take it, or when I send the invitation, just accept and come up. Or Motsi, I'm trying to send you invitation. This is my phone safe. I don't know. Not now. Mommy. Or if you can just send me invitation, then we'll just accept it. Okay, now let's go ahead to talk. Oh, Shelly is there now. Let's I hope, Shelly, I hope you have gotten that method. Let me sit down for a while. Let me just sit down and drink water while we continue to chat for 15 minutes. Okay, right. Let's go ahead. Thank you so much, everyone. It's even up to 11K now. Thank you, and God bless you. So let's take the first chat. Yes, from Uche Blessing. Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, ma. Thank you for your good work. Thank you so much for teaching us. Ma, I'm very, very grateful for your patience. If you are talented in teaching, in fact, let me just put it that way.
Oh, thank you.
You're very good in teaching. Walai. So I'm so happy. This is making me maybe the 3rd time I'm coming. And I've learned, but it's not that still clear.
Yeah.
Like natural method. I have a baby girl. Sometimes if we are making her, she will be crying because I try to use her to learn. You understand?
Yeah.
But the one I really want to learn is this natural one, the one you teach before rubber band. So I really want to put more effort in that one than this rubber band, because he may use rubber band for baby because she won't know how to express herself. You know, rubber band used to give headache sometimes.
No, it depends on how you, let me come in. It depends on how you secure it. Do you know the reason why that rubber band is good for children? It's you that will just put it to the point. You don't have to hold it too tight, though.
Okay.
You don't have to hold this rubber band too tight. And another thing is that as a baby now, your baby now, you cannot do the 3 method as she is now. Because the time you're trying to secure that hair, that child will not sit down for 1 minute.
Yeah, that she cries.
So that is the reason why we say, as a new beginner that have children, use the rubber band method. Look at it. Now that I'm securing this hair, and if you're going to do it, don't make the hair too small. As your baby hair is now, you can just do it like 10 or 11 or 15 if you want to put extension. What you're going to do, take your rubber band, hold it. When you find out that, don't make it too tight now. You just secure it like 2 or 3 times, and you know that it's well enough. It's not going to pull. When you're braiding it, the braid is still going to hold it more. Even without braiding, normally when we're holding our children's hair, when we're styling their hair in like puff, it's rubber band that we use now.
Yes, it's true.
Exactly.
But you know that one, if it is only her hair, you will try to make it loose. You understand?
It's the same thing we are talking about now. When you put the rubber band, if it's a child now, don't make it too tight. Instead of you to be, let me tell you the method you're going to use. Instead of you to be pulling this rubber band to the scalp, because most of us here that have children. Now let me split this hair now, show you what to do. If you have children and you want to use this rubber band method, and you think, oh, you're scared that it's too tight. As a beginner, you want to make it tight. What you're going to do, look at it. This is my rubber band. I've already doubled it. Now you can use one for your own, because the more you have it, because this rubber band sometimes they just snap, but this one now, I just secure it. Look at it. Now this is the hair I'm going to put rubber band. I do the first one, right? Secure it. I do the second one, secure it. Now find out that, okay, I don't want to do the third one for the child. It's going to be painful. Raise your third one, bring it up. Instead of putting it on underneath, be placing it on top.
Okay.
See the
on top of the first one.
Yes, be going on top. Don't bring it to the scalp again. If you don't want it to be too tight, you just do it. Let it come on top of the hair. Sam, look at it.
Okay.
Look at the roots of the hair now. Look at my roots of the hair. Because as a child, you don't want it to tight.
As if they plait the hair.
It's loose underneath. So by the time you do this, even if you want it to be secured more, the way you just did it, you open it like this. Just pull it a little bit. That is it.
Okay.
Look at the root of the hair. It's not tight.
Yeah.
Then you can now braid the hair. Use your extension to cover this and braid the hair.
Okay.
Your daughter will not even cry if you use this method, because she will just be sitting
like I will change to, because I do the natural method. So we fight.
But if you know that you've been in this class for 3 times, you wouldn't have used that method, because I told people in the class that if you want to learn really, as you just said now, go and get your training mannequin head. It will cost you like £20 or £25. Have it at home for your own practice. When you're doing your daughter's hair,
I'll go and order it.
You have to order it. When you're doing your daughter's hair, the more you learn the natural and traditional method on this hair, it's going to help you. You manipulate everything on this natural, on this mannequin hair. Now, if you're perfect, when you're going into your daughter's hair to grab that hair, you will not be holding it tight, though, because you already know how to do it.
Yeah.
Do you see the difference? But at this point, when you're doing her hair, use the rubber band. Instead of doubling it, you can use one. And that's one that you're going to use. Let me show you how you're going to still do it. This is one rubber band now. You just cross it into 2 like this. Look at it. When you place it, just go like 1 more. When you put that one down, release the other one and do it. Before you know it, you start doing that hair and learning how to do with your mannequin. When she's growing more, you can now switch into natural and traditional method. I hope I've answered your question, Mommy. Bless you, Mommy Uche.
Very clear and sound. Thank you very much. God bless you, man.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. Let's give her cheers for asking that question, because the more you ask questions, the more it's going to benefit other people. Most people are there, they don't ask questions. Most people are for you, they're just listening to us. So your question will help other people. That is why I give people cheers and clap for asking questions. It's going to help other people as well. Thank you so much for that. So now let's go ahead and talk to Shirley, then we'll talk to Anna. Shirley, please, can you go ahead, please?
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much, and good afternoon. I don't know. Yeah, from my own side, it's good afternoon because the different regions anyway.
That's true. Yeah, it's afternoon here as well.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. So I'm wondering, like I don't have a mannequin yet, so I've been practicing on my daughter. Oh. So she's always complaining that it's too tight and it's painful, really, and
Mommy Shirley, how many times have you come to the class? Let me drink water.
This is my first time today.
That is why you're saying that. Yeah. Normally, the first thing I will tell people is the exemption I'm going to give you as a new beginner. Please don't use your children. See, if you use those children to learn how to do hair, when you know how to plait the hair, they will not want you to touch their hair. You see the fear that you're grabbing their hair, they will not want you to touch their hair. I used to come here and say it. I said, please don't use your children to start learning how to do hair, except you're using the rubber band method, which is this method that you first of all grab the hair with the rubber band, secure it not too tight, then you start braiding. The child will sit down. Try, Mommy Uche, try the rubber band method. Don't make it too tight and start braiding your child hair. They will sit because you've already secured the roots. You're not holding the hair from the root again now. You start braiding. But then if you want to learn the natural and traditional method, which we did here, go and get your training mannequin head. See me now. All the things I'm teaching you guys, I'm using training. Look at the boohoo braids we did. We used training hair. It's the same thing. This one that we did here, even me that I know how to do hair now, I'm using this my training hair to do everything. This is bridal hairstyle. I use my training hair to do it and
That's
send
so
it.
Pretty.
Do you see that it's pretty? And this hair, we've been using this hair to learn online. If everybody can see, I just fully braided this mannequin. I said, what am I going to do with this hair? And I'm going to take it off very soon. I said, before I will take it off, let me look for something to do on this hair. I just decided to do this. And I sent the video. We can still learn how to pack our braids like this, make braids. Because I teach braid here, and I'm going to teach you different ways to make braids unique. Do you understand? So now, the question is that, Shirley, go and get a training mannequin hair. Very soon, you see me, I'll soon be putting the link here. When I put the link here while I'm teaching, you just go ahead and click on it and buy it. So that that'll be good. So that it will be easier for those that are coming to the class. When you see the link there, it will be popping up while I'm teaching. You just click on it and just purchase it. Before you know it, it will come to your destination. Then you start. You'll be happy that you got a mannequin. Do you know the reason why? If you're buying a training head, you're not just buying it for yourself. As you have a baby girl, they will use that head to learn. I have my own kids here, all of them, almost, even the boys, they know how to twist, they know how to braid. Because I'm putting this thing there, when they are playing, they just go to the hair and just be playing. While they are playing, they are still learning.
True.
You see? So that's your 20 pound or 30 pound you're buying a training mannequin hair. It's not a waste though. It's never a waste because you pass it to the generation. It's never a waste. So just take it and just get it. Practice. The more you practice on that hair, you do it. A lot of people here, most of the students that are here now, children, school runs, if not, they will come up and tell you. A lot of people have learned online here. Most people, they do the wrapping round methods, different things. So go ahead and purchase this. When you buy it, learn the natural and traditional method on it. Then you now pass your experience now to your daughters. You see that they will sit down quietly. At that point, even you, when you're trying to install the hair, the hand will be soft enough. But if you're just learning, the hand is always difficult. Very, very hard. Because that time you're trying to pull it, to grab the hair, you're making the children feel very pain. And when you know how to do that hair, they will not say, no, I don't want my mother to do my hair. Take me to Auntie Grace. Most of them do it. They'll say, Mommy, please bring me to Auntie Grace to do my hair. Because it's not as if their parents don't know how to do, because they use the kids' hair to be learning. And it's so painful for them. They say, Mom, don't touch my hair. Bring me to Auntie Grace. And it's truth. The mom, one of them, they will travel very far and they will bring them to Auntie Grace to do their hair. So if you're learning, go and get this. Or go and get it. Very, very simple. Let me broaden my own frame so that we can be seeing what we're doing. So have I answered your question, Mommy Shirley? Is she there? Oh, she's not there. Let's talk to Anna. This chest goes to Shelly. More Anna. Please, can you talk to us, please? Anna Official Grace. Is she there?
Hi, can you hear me?
Hello, how are you? We can all hear. Thank you so much for joining the class. Go ahead,
Thank
ma.
you so much for teaching us.
You're welcome.
I'm a beginner.
Yes.
I'm a beginner in braiding.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to braid.
Yeah.
But I find what you teach very useful and so educational. Thank you so much for sharing that much detail, first of all.
Yeah.
My question is, how do we make the braids have the right direction and fall on the head like they're supposed to?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because most people, when
like
they are
fall
braiding,
evenly on the hair and not be, like having a strange direction or stuff like that.
Exactly. See, the more you more do now, let me first of all ask you a question. Where do you practice your braid? Do you practice it on the mannequin or you practice it on somebody's hair? Where do you practice your braid?
On a mannequin.
On the mannequin. Okay, that's fine. So you see on the mannequin that I have, right? Because most people, when they are braiding up. I don't know the method you're using.
Well, I'm just beginning.
Okay, that's fine.
Trying to get everything into my head.
No, don't disturb yourself at most. The only thing is that you follow the account, right?
Yeah.
Then fine. So whenever we are having class, you get your mannequin ready. So when we start braiding, you see the reason why when I come to the class as a beginner, my teaching the rubber band method doesn't mean that most people need to use it constantly, but it will help you to get into braiding at one point. You see, the first thing we did today, I did rubber band method using the crochet pin, mostly friendly beginners. Yeah. Then we'll now do another 3 methods that are related to natural and traditional method. Then I now did the last one, which this last one at the end of the day, because most people will say, I want to do knotless braid. And I told them, I said, if you don't know how to braid, you cannot do knotless braid. Knotless braid is just name. Everything we've done today went with braiding as well. So if you don't know how to braid, you cannot do the knotless braid. So the first thing first, that since you've started coming to the class, just calm down. Videos are there for you to watch. When you see it, rubber band method with the beginner's method, you keep going, mastering your braids. You see the way I will explain. If you're a right-handed person, if you want to learn this method of this hand, go ahead and learn that method. If you know that you have any other hand that is okay for you, you go ahead. And at the same time, instead of you to be flipping your hand up when you're learning, most people, when they do braid, the braid is hanging on top like this. It's standing. Okay. Now, see the head braids that we're doing. You bring your hand down when you're splitting it to flatten it down.
Okay.
Do you understand? So the more you're let me show you what I mean. Let me remove this one. Let's show you what I mean before we call the class today. How can we know the proper mannequin? The proper mannequin, if you can afford it, they come in different prices. So mannequin, like you can get the one of 25 pounds, you can get the one in between mini, in between human hair and synthetic. It will be so good. But then you can still get the one that is so synthetic. Here is the other one. Like this one now I use in teaching people how to braid. This hair was really synthetic, but the more we are using it, the more now it's getting matte. You see this one? This long one is the one I use in teaching people how to braid from the start. So because of you, Anna, I'm going to do this class. I'm going to do this class on Friday. Here on Friday, how to start your braids without the extension first.
Okay.
Do you understand? We'll do that method, how to start your braid without the extension. Then you now get used to it. When you get to it, you now start adding extensions to it. That is the method I used in doing the classes before. Because most people that are coming here, they've learned already. When you're doing this, they're like, what is she doing? But 1 or 2 persons are there, they still want to learn this. So once in a while, we just come up and do this, and the videos will be there. I'll just put it out immediately, because for those that doesn't, most people are here, they don't even know how to braid. So that is what I use this hair to do. I will split it into 3, show you the direction of where you're going to learn how to braid this way without the extensions.
Okay.
Then before we start adding extension, because you need to know this before this.
Sure.
If you know this before this, when you add extension, it's the same thing. The difference is that you're just adding extension, and your hands are already used to braiding. You just be doing the same thing with the extension. Do you understand? Yeah. So okay, now that is just it for now. Make sure if you have not ordered for your this stuff, mannequin head, get it. I'll make it easier for us at that point, because I'm trying to put one thing or the other. Try to put it when I'm teaching. You see the mannequin popping out with the link. You just go ahead and click on it. You order for it. When you come to the class, you learn. And if you're here, you want to learn and you want a one-on-one class, beginners class, I have them. Intermediate class is there, and advanced class. Send me your message on the bio. Then we'll take it off from there. So I'm going to be seeing everything you do as step by step until you get used to it. But for this one, I come online. I'll always come here to show us how to do this. Yeah, because hair,
we appreciate you.
Yeah, the most important thing about knowing how to braid and doing hair is this one that we're doing for free online. If you know how to do this, you have that, it will boost your morale to be able to know how to do Ghana weave. You have to do cornrows. You have to do a lot of things. But if you
lot of things.
Yes, if you can do this one, your hand is set already to do other things. I'm telling you, because even before you start your cornrows, you still have to split your cornrows up into 3. Start braiding it before you start adding up flat and not straight. That's the difference. When you're doing cornrow, you'll be adding it up. When you're adding the hair in, you'll be making it flat. Whereas when you're doing a braid, you're making it lengthy, but cornrow, you're making it flat. But if you don't know how to do this one, my dear, you have to still learn. Because while I'm here teaching you, even if you're going to come into the class, come and learn first, because it's going to make the work easier when you come into class. We're not going to be struggling. So thank you so much. Is there any other question, Anna? I think she's okay now. Let's give her cheers for that. Thank you so much. And God bless you. Any question from YouTube, let me know. Any question from Facebook, because I'm screaming on my 3 department platform. If you know you have not followed me on Facebook, it's the same name, GraceLawendhair Tutorial. If you know you have not followed me on YouTube, it's the same name, GraceLawendhair Tutorial. And on TikTok as well, follow me on TikTok, it's GraceLawendhair Tutorial. So some days we can just pop up in any of the platforms so that you'll not be missing the classes. Thank you so much, everyone. And this cheers goes to everyone that have supported this life up to this point. Please, let me use this opportunity, because sometimes when I'm doing hair, I'm just concentrating teaching. Please, if we know that we want to be coming to the class, especially TikTok, please, the rules are you have to be tapping, share the video, support the video. Please, prepare your mind towards it when you're coming. That, oh, this is how it's going to be for 2 hours. Let me see, somebody is requesting to come up. Let's see who is requesting to come up. Okay, it's gone off now. All right, that's fine.
Grace,
yes, ma.
I usually struggle with making lines.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I'm still going to do that training again because I've done it the last time. So we are going to do it again. I don't know, maybe on Friday afternoon. Friday afternoon, we are going to teach how to, the first thing we're going to do on Friday, 12 p.m., I'm going to teach how, for those that doesn't know how to braid, we're going to learn how to braid. Then I'm going to show you how to part the lines, especially for beginners. We're going to part it like 25 or 30 to make you get into the hair straight. Then when we part the line into 25 to 30, I'm going to start with that hair at that day and start teaching us how to do it. You understand? So that you can be able to part the hair with 20 or 25 and still braid it the way you want it. We're going to do that on Friday. So come prepared. But tomorrow we are having class 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the evening. That's important for those of us that are working, and the regional time. Most people, their time now is late in the evening or night. They cannot join. But when we come in around 5, it's going to fall into a time whereby some people will join and they are not joining us this afternoon. So
what you said about speed is very important too.
the speed,
As a beginner,
you see,
I
when
cannot
I'm
do it.
teaching, I say everything about knowing how to do hair. I know what I'm saying. You see the speed. What will help you with your speed is a constant practice. When you get a training mannequin head, you didn't just get it to be doing only one strand on the hair. You can keep doing one strand on the hair until you learn. When you learn, you start now braiding the hair. Finish
The whole head, yeah.
finish the full mannequin like this. Finish
Oh my
it.
god, that's so gorgeous.
When you finish the full mannequin hair like this, lose it. Start again. Do you know how many times we have done this full hair on this life since I started this life? It's about 6 or 7 times. And you see how tiny it is. We'll be taking it when I fully braid this hair, I'm still going to take everything off and bring back this training hair for us to train with. The same thing applicable to you. You have to get your mannequin training hair. When you're not doing anything, don't wait until, because you have done your daughter's hair for this week, you now wait until 6 weeks before you start practicing your braid again. No. When you have your training mannequin hair, get extension. You can still reuse your extension. If you don't want to pay for the extension, you can lose it and reuse your extension again until you know how to braid. See this one, fully braided. Then if Abuchi is not here now, maybe she's going to pick the children up. She sent me a video of where I told her she listened and she fully braided the mannequin. I'll go and look for where that this thing is on my WhatsApp. Then I'll come and show us to the class. She did fully braided the hair. Keep practicing, because the more you're braiding, when you take the first one and braid and you didn't get it, take the second one, it's getting into your hands. It's getting into your hands. And the next one, before you do the 10th one, you notice that you're improving in your speed, you're improving in your braids and everything. So by the time you do it, before you know it, you start taking clients. You now remember, I hope any of you is going to remember Grace that I say, oh my God, I learned this hair online and now see the money I'm making. And it's a blessing anyway. I really appreciate it, and I want people to learn. That's why I'm here. So go ahead, put your mind into it. How can I treat my coily hair? I struggle with doing boss braid, connecting the front. Okay, we're going to treat that one. MS, please be here on tomorrow. We are going to show you how to do the front hair. How can I treat my coily hair? You want the coily hair to be straight. Surika no pond. Is it that you want to braid your coily hair or you want it to be straight? Because I don't understand what you want. Because if you want to have your coily hair, you need a good conditioner to make sure you comb that hair. And this one is what I use. This Garnier is so good. This is what I use. So if you have this conditioner, in case you want to even comb your hair, you just put a little slighted in the water like this, spray it. It will loosen that hair a little bit. If you want it to apply it in full, just go ahead and apply it in full. But if you're doing braids and you want that hair to be soft, put a little bit of conditioner. This one, I add a little. See how the water is? I add a little bit in the water. Then I'll not spray it to the hair. It will soften the hair when you're combing it. Very, very easy. So for those of us that have children as well, please, if you want that hair to be combing it, get a spray bottle like this. Get a spray bottle, because it's going to help. Sometimes when you're combing that hair, and if you're braiding your kids' hair and it's a natural hair and you cannot put your hand through it, they'll be crying. So the solution is get a spray bottle, get a conditioner. This one is what I use. Then you just put a little bit of it in the water, shake it. This Garnier, very, very good. They come in different Garnier Ultimate Blend, creamy, nourishing conditioner. That's why I use it for my boys as well to comb their hair. So when you just put a little bit in the water, you shake it, and you spray it. Before you know it, or you can use it as a whole if you want. So I'm answering that question for you. So just try it, and it's going to work. And name, please look at it. Can you see? Let's put it this way. So you can go and get one. I'm going to make a video for this because this products have helped me a lot in my house. So now, if there's no other question, thank you so much, everyone. Please, I was saying something. Please, when we come into the class and learn it, please, your hands, they've made it compulsory, like you have to tap. Because if you're not tapping, They will think the system of TikTok will think as if we are so quiet, we're not doing anything. So when you come to the class, be prepared. Just go ahead and support the life as much as you can. I'm appealing now so that when we come on Friday, I won't be repeating the same thing. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless you for joining.
Thank you.
If you have not followed the account, follow the account. When we come, you learn. When you're learning, and most people now, Mommy Sophia is not here. Mommy Sophia now is doing her kids' hair. She learns online here. A lot of people. And when you start learning and start practicing and start doing this, you too will feel that happiness. Sometimes I don't need to go and stay in the salon. I didn't say you should not patronize people working in the salon. No, you always patronize. But then sometimes the lineup that you wait, the waiting time of your staying in the salon, waiting to do your hair, my dear, is enough for you to do something on that kid's hair. Please. It's good. When you want, sometimes if you book ahead, it's fine. But then there are some minor things you can do as a mother and save that money, use it to buy something else for them, and create the bond between you and your children. It helps. It helps a
Exactly.
lot.
Yeah, that's very important.
It's very important. My children, they don't want to go any elsewhere to do hair. And I have 4 girls and I do their hair. You know how much I'm saving? Do you know how much? If they sometimes when they don't want to do their chores, I say you have to pay me for your hair, because if you pay me for your hair, you know what I'm doing for you. They will laugh. They say, "Mommy, you're not serious," and I'm not serious today, but but it's my responsibility to pay for that hair. But then I'm doing it myself. I'm saving my time and my money. So is applicable to other mothers as well. Try and learn something very, very important for those that want to take it further. If you want to take it further, it will help you. In America, if you know how to do hair, in anywhere you know how to do hair, you know how much you're going to be getting. Especially braids. This hair that we're teaching for free is a lot of investment. If you learn it, you know what you have learned so far. Because it's a skill that you have in your hands. Nobody is going to take it away from you.
Exactly.
You can go anywhere. When you relocate and you know how to do hair, the highest you take is that you see 1 or 2 persons, oh, I do hair. Or you come to social media, just put your platform number. In your location, people will start coming for you. You'll start having clients. Because you can travel, you can relocate anywhere when you're having a skill. Very, very important. It might not be hair. Most people like makeup. Most people like doing makeup. You still learn. There's a lot of free classes going on. Do 1 or 2 things for yourself. At your spare time, you never can tell. Like most people, when they're having kids, they're on maternity leave. They will stay for 9 months. They are not learning anything. YouTube, TikTok, and all the platforms, they've done very, very well, and Facebook, by bringing this thing close to us. It's too close to us. Very, very close to us. Now you stay for 9 months. You now go back to the same work. You're not doing anything. Most people have been at home for maternity 9 months. They've learned a lot of skill that make them take themselves out of that 9 to 5 work, because you need time to look after those children. Because you can't be doing 9 to 5. The next thing, you just rush the children, you want to put them in the nanny, rush to work, come back, knife to nanny. My dear, if you have skill, it will wave that part away. You work at your convenience, walk around the children with your time, so it will help. So thank you so much. We'll call the class today, and then tomorrow we're going to meet by 5 p.m. so that for the benefit of those that don't have time and the time region, they can join us tomorrow as well. So that is why I interchange it. See you tomorrow. Thank you, and God bless you. Be prepared, and just put your mind that you can learn it. As far as you're here, you must learn. It's a must. I give you 95%, then the other 5%, keep it to yourself. Make use of your 5%, come to the class and practice before you know it. My 95%, join with your 5%, will be 100%. You become a professional in doing all those things. Thank you. And that is just it for today. At least we have time to talk today a few times, because all the time I'm there struggling with head teaching you. But today we can just talk and we wrap and ask questions. You're so sweet, love. Thank you so much. I'm from India, Nafi. You're welcome. Everyone is welcome. So let's go ahead and say goodbye to everyone. God bless you for joining. If it's your first time and you don't follow the account, go ahead and follow the account. All my social media handles are bear the same name, GraceLawendhair Tutorial. You find me there. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and his Instagram. All of them. I don't used to appear then. I'll start appearing on that Instagram now. So we'll see you all. God bless you all. And thank you so much for coming. Bye. And God bless you till we see. Bye, Mrs. Imperfection Beauty from Jamaica. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Don't worry, we'll see you tomorrow. I think you meet Prophetic Wind just joined. I think, did she miss the class today? Don't worry, we'll see you tomorrow. We are going to do something that you're still never missing out. And I send the videos. I'll send as much as the videos I can send so that you can go ahead and practice when you're on your own. Goodbye, Shurikia. Goodbye. Yes, I miss you. Don't worry. You get it tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining, ma. We'll see you tomorrow by 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. UK time. God bless you all. And my name remains Grace Lowen from GraceLawendhair. Bye. Okay. Thank you so much, YouTube. God bless you, YouTube. Please, if you're not subscribed, YouTube, for everyone watching me, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel now. Thank you. And I'll see you tomorrow evening, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. UK time. God bless you all and have a wonderful day. Bye. I'm coming to Facebook.